Hi, let us discuss about 8051 serial communication with flowchart. So we understand that little of serial communication is known to you, and based on that, we will proceed further. So this serial communication program is basically intended to print on the screen or to transfer a byte, that is, or a word 8051 on the screen. Okay. So what do we have here? So it's an assembly language program. So the first part of the program, this basically it gives the assembly directives and skipping the assembly directive, skipping the main part by using the another assembly directive called org30h, so that we can bypass the interrupt vector table. And next, what do we have? It's now kind of a configuration for timer and serial communication. So by setting up SCON, TMOD, TH1 and starting the TR1, the timer 1, we set the serial communication for 8-bit communication with one stop bit. And the TMOD and TH1 are loaded with an appropriate value to operate the timers in mode 2, and TH1 is set with -3 to configure the baud rate for 9600 baud rate. And by starting this TR1, the frequency will get divided and eventually a baud rate will be generated. And the next part of the program is loading the necessary byte onto the A register. And so here we have only four bits are given here, or four characters are given here. So we have used 4 times, we have repeated the same statement with the different values. So first TA is loaded with the value on that ASCII value of E8, and we call the subroutine here. Then similarly, we load the after end of the subroutine. AI is again loaded with the value 0, and again subroutine is called, and subsequently we do that so that it will print on the screen 8051 with a space continuously. So that's a loading a byte and called subroutine. And this is the subroutine. Okay, so whatever the value that we loaded in that given instant on the A register, that will be transferred to SBUF, and once it loaded onto the SBUF, the transmission will automatically be started. So if the bit is not set, the TI bit is not set, it continue to go to the repeat line. So it will be the execution will be held at this point until the TI is set to 1. So when TI is set to 1, that means byte is transferred here. Then the again for a next round, what we do, the TI is cleared. So TA is basically a flag. Then we return from the calling program. So when you return from the calling program, it will go to the next immediate state. And next, the A is loaded with the value 0. Similarly, we call the transfer function, the transfer subroutine. So to the transfer subroutine, the call will come and A will be loaded onto SBUF, and TI will be monitored. And once it is set, it will be cleared to 0. And this can also be explained with the help of the simple flowchart here. So whereas the first part in the flowchart is going to be a timer and the serial communication setup. So by setting the serial communication and timer, we start our work for serial communication. Then we load the A register with the necessary value. So the ASCII value of the particular character will be loaded onto A register. Then immediately what we do, we call for the transfer subroutine. So this entire thing I call it as a subroutine. So this in the transfer subroutine, there are some process involved here where A is loaded to the SBUF register, and that will take care of the transmission, and we monitor the TI flag. If it is equal to 0, execution will be held here. And if it is not equal to 0, that means if it is 1, then for the next round, we clear the TI. Again, it will come to the same place where it got interrupted. So that new value of A will be loaded onto the A register, and that also subsequently will be given to the communication subroutine, serial communication subroutine, which is called a transfer here in this place. So this operation is going to continuously, it is going to execute. So now let us run this program and check it out, how it's going to perform. So this is the program here, and I have built a target for the program. Then when I run this program, I'll be able to see on my serial window, it will display the character 8051. So continuously, it's going to do it because we have written a program in such a way, it will continuously, it will display on the screen. Okay, thank you.